I'm Lisa Hughes. My co-anchor David Wade is live at the skating club where they are mourning 6 crash victims, David, who are part of that very close community.
Yeah, Lisa, the heartache of this national tragedy certainly being felt here at the Skating Club of Boston in Norwood, where, as you can see behind me, the ice is now empty, completely untouched. But members of this tight-knit community have been arriving to leave flowers and to really support each other after the terrible loss of 2 coaches, 2 young skaters, and 2 moms. Now, as we speak right now, there's a news conference being held with some of the skaters who attended the U.S. Championship last weekend in Wichita. They came back on Monday, but the 6 victims stayed behind for a development camp. Let's listen in now to these skaters as they talk about their friends and their mentors.
We lost family members today. The Skating Club of Boston is a big family, and even though we all have different coaches, for us, they feel like second parents. And so Olga and Alexei are our parents, but also Evgenia and Vadim are like our second parents. And all the kids, the students, they're our kids, in the best way to put it. So they're our brothers and sisters, and we're all very close to each other. We all know each other very well.
2 of those skaters actually just won the championship in the pairs division on Sunday. Again, they came back on Monday. The other young man came in 5th at the championships. And, of course, that celebratory mood just completely different now. Over the next hour and a half, we'll learn a lot more about the 6 victims here. But we also want to talk about the investigation. The NTSB now very much on this case. They spoke out this afternoon. Let's get the very latest tonight from Washington, D.C. and Erica Brown.
Recovery efforts on the Potomac River continued Thursday afternoon in one of the deadliest U.S. aviation accidents in recent history. CCTV captured the moment when an Army Black Hawk helicopter collided with an American Airlines regional jet as it prepared to land at Reagan National Airport last night.
At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors from this accident.
The National Transportation Safety Board is leading the investigation into how the collision occurred.
We have not recovered the flight data recorders yet. We know they're there. They are underwater.
President Trump appeared in the briefing room requesting a moment of silence for the victims.
We are one family, and today we are all heartbroken. We're all searching for answers.
He then quickly pointed a finger at the previous administration's hiring practices.
The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative.
Democrats pushed back.
For the President of the United States to throw out idle speculation as bodies are still being recovered and families still being notified. It just turns your stomach.
Flights have resumed here at Reagan National Airport after they were paused for nearly 14 hours, though several hundred were canceled and others delayed.
American Eagle Flight 5342 originated in Wichita, Kansas, where a prayer service was held Thursday.
But the only way that we will get through this is together.
Officials say flight conditions were clear Wednesday night. Erica Brown, CBS News, Arlington, Virginia.
From the investigation, now back to the victims here at the Skating Club of Boston in Norwood. As we mentioned, 6 victims here. There were actually 14 members of the U.S. skating community that were on that plane. WBZ's Beth Germano is also here with me tonight with more as the sadness really begins to set in here, Beth.
Well, it is hitting home in a very big way. Here they describe it like losing members of the family. At this hour behind me, this rink would be filled with skaters practicing their sport, supporting one another on the ice. Now each and every skater, each and every coach is feeling this tremendous loss.
An emotional day at the Skating Club of Boston, a day when the ice was eerily silent, and tributes to the fallen coaches and skaters who worked and trained at this elite facility were pouring in.
Being on the ice just isn't the same. We need all these people in the building to look up to continue to inspire us.
Among those lost in the crash, 13-year-old Gina Hahn, a skater described as grace on ice. and Spencer Lane, a 16-year-old phenom, who are both attending a development camp in Wichita, Kansas, along with their Russian-born coaches, Vadim Nomov and Zhenya Shishkova, 1994 World Pairs champions and two-time Olympic competitors. Their son Max, also a competitive skater at the club, was not on the plane.
But I don't want to lose the energy or the dedication or the spirit of these kids and just the phenomenal talent of these two coaches. I have to say personally, I'm going to just personally miss them all.
Executive Director Doug Zegheib says it's not just a training facility, but a second family where skaters devote hours and hours each and every day to the sport.
This is like a second home to these skaters.
It is a second home to these skaters. It's a second family to these skaters.
And Olympic skater Nancy Kerrigan knows that well, who arrived at the club with fellow Olympian Tenley Albright, both visibly shaken by the loss to the skating community.
We just wanted to be here and be part of our community.
Gina Hahn and Spencer Lane had been singled out as rising stars, while their coaches developed skaters from the earliest years into champions, bringing with them a strict but nurturing style. Skaters who train here are still trying to process the incredible loss.
It's a sad day, it's heavy, but we're just trying to lift each other up and be here for our community.
A community Nancy Kerrigan says knows resilience.
Falling over and over and somehow picking yourself back up, which is like the main lesson I think learned in skating, is you get back up.
Now, the coach's son, Max, was supposed to compete next weekend. It's unclear if he will skate or if any other events or competitions will be postponed. In the meantime, the club says it will be up to each and every individual skater to decide when they are comfortable to return to the ice here. Reporting live from Norwood, I'm Beth Germano, WBZ News.
All right. Beth, thank you so much. Now, obviously, the victims here at the skating club, we're talking about two coaches, two young skaters, obviously very accomplished here on the ice, but they also accomplished so much off the ice. WBZ's Christina Rex is live in Barrington, Rhode Island for us tonight with more on their lives. Christina?
David, Spencer Lane's father described him as a force of nature. Just such a heartbreaking situation for these families who lost not only children, sons and daughters, but also wives and mothers.
Kind of just felt like a nightmare and was hoping I would wake up and it would be that, but it's a new reality that we just have to work through together.
A new reality for Doug Lane and his son Milo. They lost brother and son Spencer and mom and wife Christine in the D.C. plane crash late Wednesday night. Spencer, a skating rising star, posted this final Instagram story, showing him in Wichita, then on board the fateful flight.
There wasn't anyone pushing him. He was just somebody who loved it and had natural talent, but also just worked every day.
Spencer was a former student at Barrington High before leaving to skate full-time. The superintendent saying in a statement, "We'll remember Spencer for his compassion, dedication, and tenacity, and will honor the memory of both Christine and Spencer by spreading kindness, positivity, and unity in our district." Also on the plane, 13-year-old Mansfield skating star Gina Hahn and her mother Jen.
Horrible, like sick.
The family's Mansfield neighbors learned of the news Thursday morning and said they were tight-knit and lived here for at least a decade.
They were very family-oriented, the three of them, and the little girl, well, the daughter, was amazing.
Gina's father flew to D.C. early Thursday morning. Doug Lane went by train Thursday afternoon. But first he remembered his family, brought together when the boys were adopted from Korea by Doug and his late wife Christine, who he remembers as a beautiful, creative person who touched many lives.
Screening them to adopt the dog that they love, or whether it was like, helping them, with a sewing project. She just was one of those people that could kind of plug in and just connect with people.
Here at Barrington High, the school had counselors available and comfort dogs inside the school for any students who need that extra support. Live in Barrington, Rhode Island, Christina Rex, WBZ News.
No doubt that support will be needed. Christina, thank you. We want to show you some video that we found today that was recorded on a flight leaving Reagan Airport just 6 days ago. Now, what you're going to see here are two military helicopters flying in the same direction as the plane. Now, a military official told CBS News that the crew on board last night's Black Hawk flight was very experienced And flying the route should not have been a problem. They were on a training exercise at the time that this happened, but again, not uncommon at all to see those Black Hawk helicopters going up and down the Potomac River. It has been nearly 16 years since there was a commercial airliner crash in the U.S. That was back in February of 2009. A flight from Colgan Air, regional carrier, crashed on approach to Buffalo Niagara International Airport, killing all 49 people aboard and a man on the ground as well. And Lisa, as I send it back to you, I think last night's terrible tragedy reminded a lot of people about the tragedy back in 1982, a deadly crash into the Potomac River. Of course, there is famous video of people being saved from the water. Last night, there was hope. There were prayers that the same would happen, that people would survive. Sadly, that was not the case. Back to you.
So many questions and so much sadness today.